am over here laughing at myself. I just quickly threw something else so I can go to the store. And I'm just like, oh, this is so embarrassing. Look at how ashy I am. Hold on. That is so freaking bad. So I gotta hurry up and head to the store and get some lotion. I hope they don't close. I didn't even check the time. I just know it's down the block. But I really wanted to quickly tell you the story as well. Okay, so again, my flight was delayed, right? And I was like, oh. And I was planning on taking the bus in because the bus is only like, a couple euro, easy peasy, right? It seems like a straight shot, just a few more minutes versus a car. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to pay the rate for a taxi because that would just like make, no sense. But that is not what happened. Um, Instead, the bus was already gone and the next one was not coming for at least an hour and 20 minutes. And I am not about that life. I was like, I am not going to wait an hour and 20 for a bus to show up when I could just take a taxi. And so there happened to be this French lady. Once again, I don't speak French. I know, I just probably need to learn. It's not going to happen. Anyhow, and so she was speaking to the operator in her language or whatever language they were speaking. And they were communicating, and she's pretty disappointed too that the bus had already left and would have to wait for so long. And I was like, okay, just eavesdropped a little bit. I don't know what they were saying, but I was thinking, I'm gonna figure it out, right? So I was like, hey, do you just want to take a taxi together? And she's like, I don't speak English, like in her thing, in her language, in French. And I was like, boop, boop, boop. Google, right? Google Translate. I was like, okay, we're gonna use this device, we're gonna figure this out, and we can just split this cost because there is no way. I mean, it wasn't expensive. That's number one to get there. Like they have a set rate, which is great. But I didn't really want to spend the money basically because it was the same cost as renting a car. And that was one of the things I was thinking about doing. But first, I wanted to see the lay of the land a little bit and just spend a couple days without a car and then use the car the last 5 days that I'm intending to be here to make it just easier on myself to just, walk around and not feel any pressure. Also to find out about the parking because they say it's very hard to park around here. So that was my reason in not getting a car right away once I landed. And I just felt like that was a cute story because it's like, I'm glad it was another woman there that I could share a taxi with. And she was like, bravo. And like me communicating with her and like getting this done. It was so cute. She's not even that far away. She's like 5 minutes away from where I am too. So it worked out beautifully. But yeah, let me get out of here and go get some lotion so I can stop being ashy. And I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, it actually feels pretty nice. Okay, it's time to go out and go play in the city. So let's go. Day one, and we are touring the old city. I tried to show you a bit of it last night when I came by for some moisturizer because this is the only store that was open. But yeah, the place is extremely beautiful. All the history that's here and the shopping. I just got to really take it all in. This is so pretty. I can't believe how pretty this place is. Oh my gosh. So,
Can you picture us, please?
yeah, sure. Me to do photos for them, which I don't mind. I love doing that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how amazing this water looks. Now I am ready to go to the beach. This water makes you want to get inside of it. Oh my gosh, this is not a swimming area. But that's okay. Just under a few kilometers from the old city, Chor Beach will satisfy your need for that dip. I'm rushing back to get to the opposite side of the the island. I'm over here making friends, so basically chit-chatting and all that stuff. Uh, Losing track of time, but it's good though. This is like what vacations are for, like for chatting people up and getting to know them and all that fun stuff. All right, let's run. We're ready to go. I'm super excited. Look at this water. Turquoise waters are always so beautiful. I'm going to prep myself to get into this water. So glasses off, earrings out. Let's do this. The way they were hyping me up because I was the only one who decided to jump in.
It feels great. You look great. If you want to go at the beach, you can go from this way.
Of course, I didn't swim over to the island. I grabbed onto that life preserver and was back on the boat. But it was perfect timing for the mermaid spotting. We're heading over now to the bus stop. I'm going super early because just like the other day when I was trying to take the bus to the airport, it had different times. So I want to make sure I catch, if I can, the 7:45. And then the next listing was 8:45. So I am going to do my best to get there ASAP. It really wasn't a big deal because the 8:45 bus showed up to save the day. I haven't really taken a break outside going to the restroom, and that's about it. And my legs are starting to wobble. I just walked past the 11 marker, so I think, I don't know, I think I'm almost there. I really do. I'm hoping for the best. I think I got like maybe an extra hour. Let me show you this beauty again. Here we go, here we go. Just amazing, right? So this cliff is a little steep. So back again, turning off the phone or turning off the camera, shall I say, so I can concentrate and make it safely.
Okay, so I said I was going to do my quick recap of how the gorge went.
I'm like fading really bad. So we're on the boat now.
And I apologize that I really couldn't catch up any of the scenery at night. I actually, I fell asleep right when I got on the bus. I was knocked out. All those people that you saw running toward the buses, they were running toward private shuttles, and thankfully, our public bus was not packed, as you can see. Um, it was pretty much a lot of room, so that was one thing I was worried about, and that worked out perfectly. But here's how I met someone else on the boat. Oh my gosh, guys, I am not kidding when I tell you I could not stay awake. Like, it was so hard. So I'm so grateful to this man that was sitting across from me. And I apologize again that I didn't get any scenery from the boat. I really just could not stay awake. So he helped me out and he just started chatting me up and telling me about his family. He's like, my wife's name's Nicole. Your husband is a gentleman. I really appreciate him for keeping me awake because I could have missed my stop. There were 2 stops on that boat and I could have missed my stop or anything possibly could have just happened. But I appreciate him just chatting with me, and that was it was just great. But yeah, I I definitely got on that bus. I sat down. I tried my best to get like a few, you know, scenes, a couple of video, a little bit of photo, just going back down the mountain. And yeah, I was out right then and there. That was just like, oh my gosh. So I will say this, I am still not sure how it works out if you drive down and you do the full 6 hours over. I think there is maybe a bus that takes you, I still think you have to get it back on the boat, and then the other boat would take you to your car, I guess, which would leave at the top of the gorge. I took the boat to Suja, and then from Suja, that is where I got onto the bus to go back to Chania. So that was really easy. It was really good. It was perfect. It was straight. Well, it wasn't a straight bus. The bus did stop at Omelas. And so after that, I don't even know what happened. Actually, I don't even know when it stopped at Omelas. I just heard someone screaming Omelas, and I woke up and I was like, okay, what's going on? But I knew that I was at the last stop, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you on that. What else? Today's just been a leisure day, and I did some shopping. Everyone's been raving about these, so I had to get them too. They're oregano. Outside of that, let's do tomorrow's trip. And I'm excited because I will have my car, and I'm so excited to go just everywhere. Now that I've got the freedom of movement, I'm going everywhere. So I'm going to head to bed tonight, and I'll chat with you in the morning.
Okay, so the bus is right on time, which is perfect. Even with its little stops, you'll still make it here in half an hour.
They gave me a cute little red Suzuki. I actually headed back to the apartment to, rest a little bit since I had gotten up so early. And pretty much I decided, oh, I better take care of the place while I was there.
And that gave me time to decide where I wanted to go first now that I had a car. And for the second hike, it was off to Imbros. Okay, so here's a pro tip. When coming around some of these rocks, is to steady your hand if you can. And while you're walking, right, just use this as your like pushing pointer to hold you up. Also be careful with the rocks. As you can see, like they're all moving. like they're really super movie. So if your hand's on here, up here, you have an easy way. You have an easy way of like keeping you from falling. Pro tip.
This is so cool.
I have no idea where these directions are leading me to. This is weird. Okay, turn. What? Turn left? Oh my god. I don't get. Look, I gotta show you this. Look at where I am. Looks like a bunch of just trees.
In 300 meters, turn right toward Polea Ethnic Kyoto's 90, Polea Ethnic Kyoto's Kisano Chania.
Okay, so here's what happened. My directions said the road was closed, so it was going to take me around. And it's funny because I actually saw a sign that said to the beach. And I was like, I'm just gonna follow these directions, right? And now I feel like it's taking me through the back roads of what it was supposed to get me there, instead of me just taking the direct.
Turn right toward Polea Ethnic Kyoto's 90, Polea Ethnic Kyoto's Kisano Chania. Then turn right onto Polea Ethnic Kyoto's 90.
And did you hear that? It said Chania, just like I would mess up too. It's actually Hanya. But anyways, I am going to follow these directions. Look at where I am. This is a mess. Little did I know that that mess would lead to this. To pull over and show you this, like, oh my gosh, take a look at this. So although I made it here later in the day, I'm pretty excited because it looks like the buses are leaving, which means there should be way less people. One good thing out of that, right? I feel like I came across another pro tip here. Come late. Come really late in the day. All the buses are gone. The beach is pretty much empty now. I walked all the way over to the opposite side where most of the rocks are, and there weren't many people over there. Everyone is still sitting. Well, not everyone, but there's a lot more people still sitting at the umbrellas over there, and the umbrellas over here too. Not that many, but yeah, I would say come later when all the buses are leaving. So I started here about 1500 hours, and it wasn't very packed or crowded. But this is even better. It is starting to get a little cold. I left my sweater in the car, so I'm gonna put my clothes back on. I'm still in my swimsuit. I'm just trying to dry off a little bit, and where I drive, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, good morning. I'm excited. This is going to be an adventure. I have never done this before. I didn't even know it was a thing. So I'm glad that I found it because I was thumbing through all of the activities. And of course there was a hot air balloon, which I was considering to do, and parasailing. But I thought this would be so much more fun I'm not sure where else I could do this, so I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity now. So let's go para striking. I am so excited. This is going to be so much fun. That was so much fun. And as you can see now, like everyone's lining up to like enjoy the adventure as well. Totally worth it, you guys. Like, do this. George was amazing. Oh my god, totally super cool. Loved it. Now it's time for another drive to our next destination. I realized I forgot to pack a blanket, but if you need snackies and or beach gear, this is the convenience shop that had everything you could need. Then I found this one, right? This is one. It says the little cute see you. Right? I like this one. Okay, so I went ahead and I grabbed it. And I'm like not really sure what this is, but it looks so interesting. She said it was sweet, so I'm gonna use something sweet. I know I shouldn't be, but I've been really good this entire trip to not have anything, no sugar pretty much. I haven't had any sugar. I've been really good. I did first. Let's go ahead and dig into this. Dig into this. Oh, it's harder than I thought it would be. Okay, so it's really hard. I'm not really sure what that is on the inside. It looks good though. Let me show you what the inside sort of looks like. There is, I'm not sure what that is. Are you here? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try it. Okay. This is really good. Really good. And it's not too sweet. It doesn't have like a sugary taste. A nice soft crunch. It's perfect. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna choose one of these water sports. I really want to do the ski-doo, but I don't know if I can handle it. So, but I'm seeing this guy out here, and I'm just like, oh
and I want to do that so bad.
LOL, the water activities didn't work out this time. A dip as far as I went. You already knew that I was going to make it to the garden. Like, I love a great garden, and I'm so excited to come to Crete's Botanical Garden. So let's go explore. Okay, so I decided to eat first. It smells so good in here. Perspective. I am really grateful that I came here. I just ran into a couple people, and they are actually not going to come up to the gardens. As you see the steps, they felt like the steps were too steep and maybe a bit challenging. So one thing I will say about this place is, yes, you should probably be in a healthy condition, but also I don't want someone to think that they're unable to do these things, or if to just challenge yourself at most, because I definitely don't want to turn anyone off. Okay. I can't stop, like, I gotta walk and talk at the same time because, like, I only got 2 hours and I have somewhere to go as well after this. But excuse me. So I just want you to be open-minded and thoughtful while you're traveling, that some of these places do require you to be fit. I've seen quite a few signs that said for the pregnant women not to also do these things because it's a challenge. So yeah, it smells so good in here. When I tell you the freshness of the fruits here, they just smell so good. It's like you walk past each tree and get this beautiful aroma. It's I want to keep breathing it in. Oh my gosh, I'm just walking. This has been a beautiful walk. I am nearing the end and I really don't want to leave. It just smells so good in here. Like, all the spices, all the fruits, every plant, just beautiful, stunning. Just smells so good. Okay, let's go to our next destination. The drive down here was super intimidating. It is super windy, and I am honestly not so certain that I am going to go all the way down there. It's supposed to be a cute little hike to go down. Oh, that is beautiful. Under normal circumstances, I would have said yes. I'm going. Let's do it. But I have to climb back up this, right? And I also have to have the car back shortly. So this is very close to the airport. And I thought I'd come over, do this quick hike, and then take the car back. But now that I'm seeing those rocks, yeah, it's not going to happen.
This is the first cup of coffee that I've had this entire time that I've been here. So I've been really, really, really good. Oh, they even have the, oh my God, look, he's even got the hand gel and everything. This place is great. Love it. So, the gluten-free Snicker bar. I know that sugar and I should not be eating, but this is the first time I've had, well, somewhat the first time I've had sugar, so.
For clarity, I did a lot more grocery shopping on this trip, and I only happened to go out to dine just maybe twice the entire time I was here. Thank you for joining me on these travels. I hope I inspired you to visit and explore.